the Great Wall of China, Machu Picchu, and the Taj Mahal. You may know them as some of the wonders of the modern world. New York Times columnist Thomas Friedman once called the global supply chain one of the wonders too. Like the other wonders, it's awe-inspiring and fragile. Its complexity demands your CEO's attention. Yet, CEOs spend just 7 minutes a day with suppliers, even though spending on suppliers accounts for more than half of a company's budget. I mentioned that Harvard Business School finding when I introduced this series based on my new book, Profit from the Source. It bears repeating because CEOs are making a big mistake. Don't worry, my co-authors and I can fix it. I'm Christian Schuh, the host of Procurement in the Park. Our fix revolves around the first building block we talk about in the book: how your CEO needs to change. The key recommendation: start at the top. Make suppliers and the procurement function leadership imperatives. Before we dig deeper, I need to give you a little history. In April of 1992, Jack Smith became CEO of General Motors, then the world's biggest industrial company. Unfortunately, it was a terrible time for the automaker. GM was on the verge of bankruptcy, racking up losses of nearly $11 billion the previous year. But Smith did something unusual to help save the company. Instead of bringing in his chief financial officer to create a restructuring plan, he focused on procurement. He hired a little-known Spanish engineer named Ignacio Lopez to the newly created post of Vice President of Worldwide Purchasing. Smith centralized the responsibility for all procurement around Lopez and made him a direct report. It marked the beginning of modern corporate procurement. I believe Smith can serve as an inspiration for CEOs today, not by copying all his moves, but by leveraging suppliers to solve the many challenges we face in the 2020s. My co-authors and I also believe that if you put suppliers at the core, it will give your business a big edge over rivals in several key areas: cost savings, innovation, quality, sustainability, speed, and risk reduction. So, getting back to that recommendation, how should your CEO change? The first step: your CEO must cultivate a new corporate mindset. Change the way your company thinks about suppliers and procurement. Like Jack Smith did, make the Chief Procurement Officer or CPO a direct report. On a personal level, your CEO should start spending roughly a quarter of his or her day thinking about suppliers and taking part in procurement activities. The second step: your CEO should give the CPO a seat at the table. In other words, bring the CPO into the inner circle. Make this visible to the whole company. The CPO also should be given a strategic mandate. The focus should be on profitable growth and not just cost reduction. CPOs also should shape the corporate strategy, not just support it. Finally, there's a big payoff if your CEO makes these moves. To borrow a line from Profit from the Source, your CEO will make a significant positive difference to the fortunes of your organization and help you break away from competition. And who wouldn't want that? In the next video, I'll focus on the second of the book's key recommendations that will transform your business. Still interested? Then subscribe to my channel. Bye.